and welcome to my channel. My name's Katie. If you are returning, welcome back. And if you're new here, hi, I'm so happy that you found me. Welcome to my little corner of the internet. I wanted to start this video by sending a huge thank you to TréLuxe. Thank you. I love you guys. And they are sponsoring this video, and it's actually a really special occasion. They are having an amazing Black Friday sale. They are having 30% off all their products online. So you go to discovertreluxe.com/shop. And if you spend $50 or over, it's free shipping. So you really can't beat this sale. It runs from November 27th to November 29th. So you only have a couple days to take advantage of it. Put the promo code right here. It is BF30, and I'll link where you can shop. So make sure you go grab some things. I'm going to be talking about some of my favorite TréLuxe products in this video. And I got these curls using only TréLuxe products, completely TréLuxe wash day. I absolutely love it. I am obsessed with these curls. So if you want to see exactly how I did this, keep watching. You're going to need a couple things. You're going to need some type of clip. I'm using a little alligator clip, and you're also going to need some type of brush. I'm going to be using a Denman brush. This is the classic 7-row, and I'll link everything down in the description. And then as far as stylers, as you saw from the intro, everything I'll be using today is from TréLuxe, which I absolutely adore. So really quickly, I'll go through the products that I use in the shower, and then I will talk about the products that I'm using as I go. In the shower, the first product I used was their Curl, Renew, and Restore. It is a gentle cleansing rinse. I really like this because it really does strip away dirt and any product you have in your hair without stripping away all your natural oil, which is fantastic. So it really does help add moisture into your curls. And the other thing I use is their Untie the Knot. Now this is a leave-in conditioner, but I just use it in the shower like I would a regular conditioner. So I applied it all over, and then I wrap my hair into a little bun in the shower and just let it sit for about 3-5 minutes, and then I rinse it all the way out. I'm going to be working on the bottom section of my hair first. I'm going to take a section above my ears. So this is what the section looks like. And I'm going to just get it out of the way. Take my little alligator clip. All right, so that's what it looks like on top. And we want to make sure that our hair for this method is pretty soaking wet. So if you need to, go ahead and add some water. You can use a Flairsol bottle, a spray bottle. I think I'm just going to run a paddle brush underneath the sink and just get my hair wet. So I'm gonna do that, and I'll be right back. Nothing fancy to this method. I just got my brush soaked and I'm running it through my curls. So that way everything is wet and we're ready to go. I'm going to go in with a little bit more of that Untie the Knot, about that much. Now it's really up to you how big you want the sections to be with this method. But what I'll do, I'm gonna start at the back of this section. And as you can see with that leave-in, the brush is gliding through really smoothly. This is key. If your brush is getting stuck in your hair, this will not work. So add some type of leave-in. I highly recommend this one, but add something that'll give your hair some slip. So what we'll do, we'll start the brush at the top of the curls, and then we'll turn and twist and pull the brush through. So as you can see, that gave me a nice big curl, and I will really slow that down. Don't worry, I know that was a little bit fast. Okay, we'll take another section. I'll do this one away from my face too. So you want to take the brush and put it near the top of the hair, so near the scalp, and then you'll slowly start to rotate the brush away. And as you do that, you turn the brush and you pull it down through your curls. And then again, it gave us a really pretty ribbon curl. What your curls look like, it will depend on your curl pattern. My curls are, for the most part, 2C, 3A, so that's why I have the kind of wider ribbon curls. And as you can see, once I got down toward the bottom, I was twisting the brush gently as I was pulling it down, so that way my hair didn't get stuck, because we do not want to do that. All right, so that hair is all curled for that section. To finish this section that we just curled, I'm going to go in with the TréLuxe High Definition Gel. And this is the consistency of this gel. It is fantastic. So I'm going to put my fingers in and take just a really small amount. And I'm going to just scrunch it really gently into these curls that we just made. We don't want to disrupt what we just did, so you can also do praying hands. Whatever you find is the best method for your curls to distribute the gel. So what I'll do, I'm going to flip that behind my shoulder since we're already finished, and then we'll work on this section. So you can see there's a pretty big difference between styled and not styled, but we'll take care of this part. I'm going to wipe my hands on a towel since I have that gel on them. Once again, I'm going to just make sure that these curls are soaking wet. My hair dried a bit while I was doing my makeup, but of course, if I were just doing this for myself, I probably would have done it with soaking wet hair. I wouldn't have taken the time to put on makeup and get dressed first. So we've got our soaking wet hair. I'm gonna add a little bit more leave-in. And really concentrate that at the ends. All right, so again, I'll start at the back of my hair. So we'll place the brush so that the bristles are facing like in front of you. And we're going to just start twisting and pulling down at the same time. All right, and then I usually just throw my hair behind my shoulder. If you have long hair, that way you can keep track of what you've done and what you haven't. So again, we'll take the brush, bristles facing forward, and you'll start turning the brush away as you gently start pulling the brush down through your curls. And then when you get to the end, you can just twist the brush and pull it through. And again, that gave us a really nice, pretty curl. The sections that you do, you can really make the sections different sizes. I'm making them bigger just for time's sake, but if you wanted really super defined, like as perfect as you can get curls, make smaller sections. So again, brush near your scalp, facing out, and then we're gonna go and twist. If the brush starts to get stuck in your hair, don't panic, just do it slowly. All right, last section, same thing, brush near your scalp, bristles facing out, and then we'll curl and pull down. All right, so that's the section we just did. And take a little tiny bit more of that high definition and just scrunch it in. And again, you could do praying hands, just do whatever you can gently to preserve those curls. All right, so the bottom's done. We'll move on. See if I can duck to show you how I'll part. These are pretty wide parts, just trying to get different sections. So I'll make one about there. Got a couple stragglers. And I'll make one about here. So these are kind of over the middle of my eyebrow. And one thing that I wanted to point out, where you make these two parts here is where your part can fall. So if you like to wear a side part, move this wherever you want your part to be when your hair is dry. I'm gonna clip this out of the way. All right, So this is what our parts are looking like. We are working with these two sections, so same as before, I'm going to make sure that they're soaking wet and I'll be back. The other thing that I wanted to say too, just depending on your hair needs, you could do the leave-in and then add another styler before you do the brush curls. So I, just for demonstration's sake, I'm going to show you what I would do for that. So I'm going to go in with the Curl Supreme, the 4-in-1 Hydrating Cream, and it smells so good. I cannot even describe to you how good this smells. It's my favorite. All right, so that's what that looks like, really thick. So if you have hair that's more on the thin side or it gets weighed down easily, use this sparingly. What I'll do, I'll go in with a tiny, tiny bit of the leave-in. I'm just gonna put the product on the side that I'm working on. Next, taking my own advice, I'm gonna go in with a tiny bit of the Curl Supreme. You can distribute this evenly through your hair. I would do this if you have a hard time with definition. I would apply the leave-in and then some type of curl cream. And then I also wanted to show you too, you don't have to use the Denman brush to do these curls. This is a Tangle Teezer, which is one of my favorite brushes. Really, you want something that's got a narrow handle. I think that'll help you out, and that has narrow bristles, but that worked fine too. So see what you've got, use what you have at home. And once you've done this a few times and you're getting comfortable with it, the other thing that I like to do, and again, if your hair will let you, I like to alternate the direction of the curls. So instead of having the brush in your hair facing out, I sometimes will alternate where I'll do one facing this way and then the other facing this way. And I will do a curl coming toward my face. Same thing, you just rotate and pull down and then spin the brush if you have longer hair to get it through. And that's what your curl will look like. Actually, I'm really liking how these look. I might use these for the rest of the tutorial and just see. I've never done my whole head with this brush. It might be really pretty. So same thing, toward the bottom, just twist and gently pull out. To that side, I'm going to do the exact same steps to this side, add leave-in, oop, I forgot my gel. Hold please. How could I forget? How could I forget? So I'm gonna go in with a little bit more of the high definition gel. I'm just going to gently scrunch this gel into the curls that we just made. All right, I'm gonna put that behind my shoulder and then we'll work on this side. Just gonna wipe some of that product off again. Got sticky hands. This side's getting a little bit dry. I'm gonna put some more water in. And again, add water if you need to. I'm gonna speed this part up. I'm just gonna apply those same products and curl. I wanted to say too that the curls that frame my face, I always curl away. I think it just frames my face nicer. One more thing, I did not invent this by any means. I've seen lots of different girls do this on YouTube and on Instagram. Let's work on that back section. So this is how we're looking so far. All right, I'm going to get this section here down. So I'll make a part about like that. This is what we'll be working on. I'm just gonna get this out of the way. My hands are so slippery. Okay, So we'll make sure that this is wet and go from there. Okay, for this top section, I've got water dripping down my head. I'm going to start by brushing my hair straight up. If you've seen my top down method, which I'll link here, this is kind of similar to that, but we want to make sure that this hair is as smooth as possible before we make those brush curls. Going in with some leave-in, and then I'll apply the products in the same order. All right, last section, the top section, again, make sure it's wet. If it's not, re-wet it, and then we'll do the same thing. Another thing to remember too as you're doing this is, at least for me, I'm not sure, maybe for a lot of you also, in a way, this is manipulating our natural curl pattern. So as you're going, if you see a curl that is kind of fighting it or it looks wonky, just redo that little tiny section. So if I see one later on, I'll show you what I mean. I couldn't tell if that was part of this section or not. Ooh, I need to go up. So just applying leave-in cream. I'm gonna brush this straight up. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna make a part about here. Okay. And just like before, I will curl away. Same thing, I'm going to make another section. This is what the section that we have looks like. I'm going to make a part about halfway. So we've got two left. This one I'm gonna do towards my face, so I'll have the bristles facing backwards and then make my curl. And then this last section, make sure I get all of it, I'll do away. All right, so that's it. I'm just gonna scrunch a little bit more gel all over. There's Anyang. I'm surprised Barley hasn't made an appearance yet. I'm also going to gently flip my hair over and I'll apply a little bit more gel. One thing that I like about this method is it seems like my hair dries a little bit quicker, which I really like a lot. It's already starting to dry. All right, and then I'll flip my hair to the back and shake a little. Just make sure we don't have any wonky parts anywhere. I'll just pick this section. So say, like I was saying earlier, if you see somewhere that's kind of wonky, take just that little tiny section or whatever is giving you a hard time and just redo it. Oop, hands are slippery. Okay. All right, so that's it. I'm going to get out my diffuser and I will diffuse and I'll keep you posted. Okay, I'm back with my trusty Xtava Black Orchid diffuser. The best one ever. In my opinion, the hair dryer is okay. It's heavy. It doesn't really have many settings, but this diffuser is the best. an in-depth tutorial about diffusing, I will link my top-down curls method video here. I go a lot, way more detail about it there, so check that out. Before I forget to tell you, I am diffusing on low heat and low speed. So what I've been doing the whole time, I'm going to continue doing that. Right now my hair is about halfway dry, maybe a little bit more. So I'll keep diffusing and see you in a bit. Another thing I just thought of as we're going. If you notice big curl clumps as we are drying, don't touch them yet. Don't pull them apart until our hair is all the way dry. Resist temptation, don't do it. As you can see, I'm really getting these big, huge curl clumps that we will separate at the end, but that's one of the reasons why, if your hair will let you do it, I like to alternate one away from my face and one toward my face. I think that helps with the clumping together once we're dry and it's separated. What I'll do now is very gently, I'm going to separate some of these curl clumps. So when you do this, be very gentle and try to not force your hair apart where it doesn't want to, if that makes sense. Just gonna go through, and if your hair feels like it's wet still, wait to do this, but as long as it feels mostly dry, you should be safe. Lots of them down here on the bottom. Also, I can definitely tell a difference between the sections that I did leave-in and the gel versus leave-in and the 4-in-1 hydrating cream and the gel. I like that better, the leave-in cream and gel. So just something to think about. The ones on the bottom are defined, but ooh, look at that guy. They feel different. They feel not quite so moisturized. So that would be my advice. I think I can probably do this guy again. Here's a big one. And if you like the clumps, by all means, leave them. I'm just doing this so I can get a little bit more volume. I'm going to hit my hair with the hairdryer for another minute or two. I can feel, since I've separated them, there are some parts that are a little bit damp. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that. So we're all set. I will show you the back of my hair. And just because I love you guys, I'll even give you a true 360. I know sometimes it can be deceiving. That's it. All right, again, thank you so much for watching. Go check out this Black Friday sale. It's 30% off all TréLuxe products online at discovertreluxe.com/shop. Use the promo code BF30, and the sale runs from November 27th to November 29th. Free shipping on all orders over $50. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate it. As always, come find me on Instagram. That's where I hang out most of the time. I'll put my handle here. The link will be down below in the description. And again, huge thank you to TréLuxe for sponsoring this video. And I will see you guys next time. Bye.